more than just a shelter.
Right.
I love that. So I wanted to, we could briefly just look in how has the shelter's experience been dealing with COVID? Are you guys able to stay open? Because it's such a hands-on thing.
Originally when it first happened, and of course everybody wasn't sure how serious this pandemic was going to be. And by March, when we had kind of filtered through what we were facing, originally we shut down for about 3 days just so that we could strategize how we were going to approach this, because homelessness doesn't stop just because of the pandemic.
Yeah, exactly.
So, right. And also with the uncertainty in the economy, we actually noticed that there were a lot more people asking for a lot of help, especially when it came to food, when it came to rental assistance, when it came to utility assistance. So we strategized. So our first step was that we actually opened up a house. We rented a property, 4-bedroom house, so that we could isolate anyone in the shelter who we thought was presenting some of the COVID symptoms. And then we could isolate them, and we could get them through that, and then bring them back to the facility once they got through that, if they got through it. Fortunately, we have not had any of our clients who are in our program contract the virus, so we've been very fortunate with that. However, we have had some of those that we help out in the community, those who are underserved, the homeless who won't come to a shelter, who are living out in tents. We've had 4 of them contract the virus. And so we, here at the shelter, we check our temperatures twice a day. That was one of the steps that we took. We sanitize twice a day. First thing in the morning, we spray the place down with a vinegar spray. It's mixed with water, and we just spray the whole place down. We're constantly wiping down the common use surfaces. We're taking temperatures twice a day. We're no longer allowing volunteers to come in, and that was kind of here's our pillars, and we don't have them anymore.
Yeah.
So we no longer allow. Because we were actually having a community dinner where we were serving about 150 people,
mm-hmm.
that we had to actually put a halt to. But what we do is we hand out meals in takeout containers, curbside service. So anybody can pull up to the shelter. We have a little sign that says "Stop here." Somebody will come out to you. They'll ask you what you need. You don't even have to get out of the vehicle. If they need food, we give them food. If they need a hot meal, we give them a hot meal. If they need to take a shower, they still can come to our shower, take a shower, and then we sanitize it afterwards.
Mm-hmm.
We still allow laundry. The only thing is we don't let them come in. We
mm-hmm.
take the clothes and we launder the clothes for them ourselves. It's been very successful. Community's just really appreciative of what we're doing, and there's a lot of hungry folks out there. So,
yeah.
And like I said, the homeless, it doesn't stop just because of the pandemic. I think we've actually had more people in the shelter since the pandemic than when there was before the pandemic. So, so we just continue. Yeah. And we've been very fortunate. Yeah. And we do have a lot of our clients do have appointments, like with counselors, job appointments, job interviews, housing appointments. So we require that they mask up. Mm-hmm. And then when they return to the shelter, they have to sanitize up. So far, we've been able to mitigate any virus contraction.
Wow. Yeah, that's amazing. And the curbside pickup, that's kind of something you guys can continue on even when COVID is over, I would think.
We're actually contemplating that. It works out pretty good.
Yeah, that's a lot of things like that have happened. Talking to different promoters and stuff, they'll do something in response to COVID, and then it actually works out really well. And they're like, hey, well, maybe we're going to keep doing this even beyond, the pandemic.
Absolutely. Yeah, absolutely. I think our world has changed permanently. I don't think we're going to go back to anything as like we were accustomed to. Mm-hmm. I do believe you're going to see a lot of mask wearing for a long time. You're going to see a lot of taking extra precautions.
Yeah.
So that's okay.